Okay, students, today we will just revise again, okay, about exoskeleton and appendicular skeleton. So, in the exoskeleton, what is the first bone which you will get? Cranial bones. Okay, so this cranial bones total you will be getting eight number of cranial bones. Okay, the first one is frontal one. You will get parietal both sides, this side and the other side. Two. Okay, next is temporal, same thing, this side another and the other side one, two, so two in total you'll get. And the next is occipital bone, which you will get at the back. Okay, this occipital bone is one. Okay, and next is ethmoid bone, here you'll get one, and sphenoid bone you will get here one. Okay, so all together you will be taking here, you will be getting 8 number of cranial bones. Okay, next is facial bones. Okay, facial bones together, all together you will be getting 14 number. Okay, 14 number of facial bones. The first one is zygomatic bones, these two sides. Okay, both these two sides. Two you will be getting. Okay, next is maxilla bones, this one, two. Maxilla bones, two. And the next is nasal bones. Okay, nasal bones, where was it? Nasal bone, this side. So one, two. This is the two nasal bones. The next is lacrimal bones. This two, one, two. So two number of lacrimal bones. Okay. Next is vomer bones. Okay. So vomer bones you get here in the middle. One you will get. Okay. Next is palatine bones. Palatine bones, how many you will get? Two. One, two. So two number of palatine bones. Next is inferior nasal concha or conchae. One, two. So two number. The last is mandible. This is mandible. You'll get one. Okay, so all together, counting from zygomatic till mandible bones, you'll be getting 14. Okay, the first one was how much? 8. The second bone is 14. Okay, and the next is hyoid bone. Hyoid bone, this one, that is 1. One number of hyoid bone. And the next is auditory ossicles. In the auditory ossicles, you'll be getting 3 number of bones. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so in each one ear, you'll be getting 1, 1. So 1, if you calculate 1, 1, so it will be 2. Okay, first is malus, you'll get 2. Second is incus, 2 means another ear, incus, and stapes also same. Okay. Auditory ossicles means inside your ear, inner ear, you will be getting these 3 bones. Okay, next is rib cage. Okay, so this is your rib cage. Okay, so these are your ribs. So on both sides of your ribs, you'll be getting 12. Okay, so 12 plus 12 is equals to 24. So 24 you will get, and this is your sternum. Sternum you'll be getting 1. Okay, so all together you'll be having 25. Okay, 25 number of bones. Next is your vertebral column. Okay, so in your vertebral column, how many total number you will be getting? You'll be getting 26. Okay, 26 number of bones in your vertebral column. So in this vertebral column, first bone which you will be getting is cervical. This is your cervical. Next is your thoracic. Next is your lumbar. Okay, next is your sacrum. Okay, next is your sacrum, and the last is coccyx. This one. First is cervical, thoracic, lumbar, sacrum, coccyx. So in the cervical, you'll be getting 7. Thoracic 12. Okay. Lumbar 5. Sacrum 1. Coccyx 1. Okay. So all together, If you calculate, you will be getting 26. Okay, so in the axial bones, total number of bones you will be getting is 80. Okay, 80 number of axial bones you will get. Okay, are you clear about axial bones? Are you
Yes,
clear or
ma'am.
not about axial bones? Next is
Okay, ma'am.
appendicular. Appendicular, all this. Okay, your upper extremity, your pelvic girdle, and your lower extremity, all this. Axial was this part, all this your skull. Okay, here all these ribs, all this your vertebral column, all this. Okay, first is the upper extremity, that is humerus. So in the humerus, how much you'll be getting? Humerus, both sides of your hand, you'll get one each. So two. So two number of humerus bones you'll be getting in your upper extremity. Okay. Next is radius, this part. Okay, the outer part or the first one part you can say. This is the radius. And the next is ulna, the inner part or the second part you can say. This is the ulna. Okay, so you'll be getting two. And next is carpals. So these are the carpals. Okay, so in the carpals, how many bones you'll be getting? 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So in this hand, 8 bones, and the other hand you'll be getting 8. So 8 plus 8, 16. So 16 number of carpal bones you'll get. Okay. Next is metacarpals. So these are the metacarpals. So in the metacarpals, how many bones you'll be getting? 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 number of metacarpal bones you'll get. Okay. Next is phalanges. So all these are the phalanges. Okay, phalanges, how many you'll be getting? 14 each. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So 14 each. 14 in one side and 14 in the other side. Okay, so 14 number of phalanges bones you'll be getting in your upper extremity. Okay, next is your pelvic girdle. Pelvic girdle also we can say as innominate bones or hip bones. Okay, so in the innominate bones or the hip bones, how many bones you'll be getting? Two. One this side and the other this side. Okay. Next is pectoral girdles. Okay, in the pectoral girdles, how many bones you'll get? Two types of bones you'll get here. First one is the clavicle and one is the scapula. Okay, clavicle is this part, or else you can say collar bone also. Okay, and the next is scapula. Scapula, it lies at your back side. Okay, so this is the back side. So how much you'll get? Two. One, two. So two number of bones you'll get. Okay, that is known as scapula. And clavicle is this one, collar bone. So total you'll be getting 2 plus 2, 4. So 4 number of pectoral bones you'll get. Okay, let's go to lower extremity now. So in the lower extremity, we'll be getting one bone, which is known as femur. This one. It is the longest. It is also known as the longest and the strongest bone. Okay, in the human body. Okay, so how many you'll get? Two. One, two. So two number of femur bones you'll get. Next is tibia. So this is your tibia. This tibia, it lies just at the bottom of your knee joint, you can say, or else spatula, or else sesamoid bone also you can say. Okay, so this is tibia. So how many tibia you have? Two. One, two. So two number of tibia you have. Next is fibula, which lies next to your tibia, this part. Okay, so this part is known as fibula. Next is spatula. Okay, sesamoid bone, also known as knee joint or knee cap. the spatula. So how many you have? 2. 1, 2. So 2 number of patella bones you have. Next is tarsals. Okay, so these are your tarsals which you'll get in your feet. Okay, so how many you'll be getting? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so 7 number of tarsal bones you'll get in one feet, and in the other feet also 7. So 7 plus 7, how much? 14. Okay, so 14 number of tarsal bones you'll get. Okay, are you clear, everyone? Tarsals. These are the tarsals.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Next is
मैम
metatarsals. हाँ.
तो
Yes.
थ्योरी में भी था, प्रैक्टिकल में भी
हाँ
लिखना
हाँ हाँ.
पड़ेगा क्या?
क्योंकि दोनों में ही है सिलेबस में. ठीक है, सिलेबस में थ्योरी में भी है, प्रैक्टिकल में भी है. ठीक है सूरजीत.
प्रैक्टिकल
तो
कॉपी
फिर
आप दे देंगे?
हाँ हाँ.
पुराना प्रैक्टिकल कॉपी पीडीएफ बनाकर ग्रुप में.
क्या पुराना?
प्रैक्टिकल कॉपी
हाँ क्या?
वो भेज देंगे क्या मैम, पीडीएफ बनाकर?
हाँ हाँ, दोनों में भी लिख लो, कोई बात नहीं. थ्योरी में भी लिखो, प्रैक्टिकल में भी लिखो, क्योंकि सिलेबस में मतलब इंक्लूडेड है. ठीक है, सिलेबस में दोनों में ही है, थ्योरी में भी है, प्रैक्टिकल में भी है. समझ में आया?
मैम मैम ये सब प्रैक्टिकल में ड्रॉ करना पड़ेगा,
हाँ
ये डायग्राम?
हाँ, मैंने सेंड किया है ना पीडीएफ में.
नहीं, सेंड नहीं
नहीं
किया
मैम,
मैम.
ओके ओके, मैं सेंड
नहीं.
करूंगी. ठीक है, मैं
ओके मैम.
आज रात नहीं तो फिर कल चेक करते रहना. मैं इन्फॉर्म करूंगी, आज रात नहीं तो फिर कल अपलोड करूंगी. ठीक है,
करेंगे या ग्रुप में?
नहीं नहीं, पोर्टल, स्टूडेंट पोर्टल.
ओके मैम.
ओके, मैं इन्फॉर्म करूंगी जब मेरा अपलोड हो जाएगा ना, मैं इन्फॉर्म करूंगी. ठीक है.
ओके मैम.
ओके ओके, अभी metatarsals. Okay, so these are the metatarsals. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7 in this side and 7 in the other side. Okay, so total. Oh, sorry, I was talking about. Okay, so, I was talking about metatarsals. Okay, so in the metatarsals, how many bones you have? 5, isn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 plus 5, 10. 5 in this side and 5 on the other side. Okay, so total number you'll be having 10. 10 number of metatarsals. Last is phalanges. So these are the phalanges. Okay, 14. 14 in this side, that is in the right side, and 14 on the left side. So if you calculate 14, 14, 28. Okay.
Okay ma'am.
Okay, did you understand, everyone? Are you clear?
Yes.
So, okay. So in the appendicular skeleton, what is the total number of bones you'll get? Appendicular.
Appendicular skeleton total 126.
Okay. And axial skeleton?
80.
80.
Okay. Okay. So total 126 plus 80, how much?
206.
206.
206. Okay. Okay. So 206 bones we have total. Okay. Appendicular skeleton and axial skeleton. If we calculate together, we have 206 bones. Are you clear now, everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Let me show you one. Okay. Can you see the screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. Mahmuda Parvin.
Yes, ma'am.
This bone is known as what? Can you see? I'm moving the arrow.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. What is this
Mandible.
bone?
Mandible.
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 Okay. Okay. Good. So how many mandible bones you have?
1.
1. Okay. Good. So mandible bones, it comes under which skeleton?
Facial
Axial.
bone, ma'am. Axial.
हाँ,
Axial.
facial bones ना.
Facial
Okay.
bone axial.
Okay, good. Okay, Darshana Kashyap. Darshana. Darshana Kashyap. Darshana, can you hear me? Darshana, can you hear me? Darshana, can you hear me or not? Huh? Not audible. Not audible. Okay, I think it's not audible. Next is Deep Jyoti. Deep Jyoti, hello. Can you hear me? Deep Jyoti. Deep Jyoti, can you hear me? Deep Jyoti, can you hear me or not? Okay. Eva Genia, can you hear me? Eva Genia, can you hear me? Eva Genia, can you hear me or not? Okay. Hey Bormi Rimbai, can you hear me? Hey Bormi Rimbai, can you hear me? Hey Bormi Rimbai, can you hear me? Okay. Ilashara,
Yes,
can you
ma'am.
hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Ilashara, can you tell me this is which bone? Huh? Can you tell me?
Pelvic girdle.
This one. Long one.
Long bone.
I know it's a long bone. What is the name of the bone? Huh?
Femur.
You are asking
Femur.
me or you are asking me or you are saying it to me? Haha. You are answering me or you are questioning me?
I'm answering now.
Okay, answering. Okay. Are you sure this is femur? Ilashara, are you sure this is femur?
This one.
Okay. So femur, it comes under which bone? Axial skeleton
Shoulder.
or appendicular skeleton?
Appendicular skeleton.
Are you sure? Okay. So how many femur bones we have?
2.
Two. Okay. It is also known as femur is also known as
The strongest bones in human body.
okay, and longest also. Okay, longest and the strongest. Okay, good. Okay, Johnny Tik Tiksang Tiksang. Johnny, can you hear me? Yes, Johnny, can you hear me? Yes, Johnny, can you hear me? Yes, can you hear me or not? Okay, Mahmuda Parveen, can you hear me,
Yes, ma'am.
Mahmuda? Okay, Mahmuda, can you tell me
Yes,
what is this bone? This bone?
ma'am. Clavicle or BT1.
Haha.
Clavicle or BT1.
Don't say beauty bone, huh? Beauty bone is not the correct word. Just for your understanding.
Collarbone.
Huh. Collarbone or
Yes,
else
ma'am.
clavicle also you can say. Okay. Beauty bone is what to say, just for you all to make you understand. I have just used that word. Don't say beauty bone, okay?
Okay.
Okay. So it comes under which skeleton? Exoskeleton or appendicular?
Appendicular.
Are you sure?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So how many we have?
2.
Two. Okay. Okay. Good. Okay. Melvina.
Yes,
Melvina.
ma'am.
Okay. Melvina, can you tell me what is this bone? This one?
I can't see, ma'am.
Can you see this arrow moving? I'm moving this arrow. Can you see, Malvina?
No.
No, you can't see this arrow. Others, can you see? I'm moving.
Yes, yes, I can see.
You can see now, na?
Yes.
Okay, can you see this?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, this is which bone?
Ribs.
No, no, the ribs is this, all this. This middle one,
Or sternum.
sternum. Okay. How many sternum we have?
1.
One. It comes under which skeleton?
Axial skeleton.
Axial. Are you sure?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, good. Medini Pegu. Medini Pegu, can you hear me?
Hello.
Can you hear me, Medini?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Medini, can you tell me what is this bone? This one? I'm
Vertebral.
vertebral column. Okay, so altogether, vertebral column, how many we have? Starting from cervical to coccyx,
26. 26.
26. Okay, and this vertebral column, it can be also known as what bone? Which bone? It lies where? Vertebral column. Where does it lie?
Backbone.
Backbone, yeah. It is your backbone, huh? And it is 26 and it comes under which skeleton?
Axial.
Exoskeleton. Are you sure?
Yes.
Are you sure, Medini? Huh?
Yes,
Okay,
ma'am.
okay, good.
Axial skeleton.
Okay, good, good. Okay, Pinky Das, can you hear me? Pinky Das. Pinky Das, can you hear me? Rijumoni Gogoi, can you hear me? Rijumoni Gogoi, can you hear me? Rijumoni. Huh? Rijumoni. Okay, Samuel. Samuel, can you hear me?
Hello.
Samuel, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Samuel, can you tell me which this is which bone? It has two parts. Actually, I'm showing you only one, but it is two parts. This bone is known as huh? This bone is known as Samuel. This bone is known as
Yes, ma'am.
This bone is known as
Ma'am,
huh?
pectoral grids.
Pectoral girdles. I know pectoral girdles. Also, there are two bones. Now, the first one is clavicle. This one, this part. Okay, and the second one was what?
Yes,
This
ma'am.
one. This one was what? The name of this bone?
Ma'am, scapula.
Scapula. Okay, how many scapula bones we have?
2, ma'am.
Two. Okay, it comes under which skeleton? Axial skeleton or appendicular?
Ma'am, no idea.
No idea. How comes no idea? I have
Ma'am,
already
आज मेरा first day.
first day है क्या आज?
Yes, ma'am.
रुको फिर से दिखाती हूँ.
Anatomy आज first day मेरा.
Okay. Wait, I'll show you. Okay, can you see the screen, Samuel? Huh?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you see this. Can you see this?
Yes, ma'am.
Huh. So this is scapula. Okay. Scapula. This two, one,
Yes,
two,
ma'am.
and this is your clavicle. Okay, clavicle both sides. It comes under appendicular
Yes,
skeleton.
ma'am.
Appendicular skeleton. Okay. Okay, it comes under
Yes, ma'am.
appendicular. Wait, let me show you once again. Appendicular skeleton is all this part. Okay, your upper extremity. Understand? Your a pelvic girdle. Okay, and all this lower extremity. I have darkened it a little bit so that you all can understand. Okay, मैंने थोड़ा कलर थोड़ा
Yes,
चेंज
ma'am.
किया है क्योंकि तुम लोग को समझ में आने के लिए. ठीक है, ये appendicular skeleton है. ये जो upper extremity, pelvic girdle और lower extremity, ये सब appendicular skeleton में आता है. ठीक है, और axial skeleton
Yes,
ये
ma'am.
जो skull, cranial bones, facial bones, ribs, rib cage, all this vertebral column, all this comes under your axial skeleton. Okay, did you understand
Yes, ma'am.
now? Okay, I'll give you
Yes,
in
ma'am.
notes. Okay, I'll give you in notes also in your student portal. You check. I'll inform and I'll upload. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, syllabus भी दे
Huh?
दीजिए.
What bone?
मैम सिलेबस भी दे दीजिए
सिलेबस मैंने ग्रुप में दे
मैम
दिया।
सिलेबस
ओके, सिलेबस में फिर से दे देती हूँ, ग्रुप में देती हूँ।
यस मैम
व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप में हो ना
हाँ
तुम?
यस
व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप में हो
यस
ना?
यस मैम
ओके तो ओके
यस मैम
ओके ओके, मैं ग्रुप में भेजती हूँ ये क्लास के बाद, ठीक है? ओके, एवरीवन अंडरस्टूड
ओके
the
मैम
point for today's class? Do you have any doubts? Anyone? Do you have any doubts? Okay, if you don't have any doubts, then I will take your attendance. Okay.